Today, as we mentioned, marks October 1st, which means it's the beginning of the sweetest season of the year. How about this? Last year, U.S. shoppers spent $7.4 billion on Halloween candy, which accounts for 18% of all confectionery sales. Carly Schildhaus from the National Confectioners Association joins us now live to explain how they expect Americans to celebrate this year, according to a new survey. First of all, Carly, thank you so much for being with us, and we have made it to October. How about that?
Thank you so much for having me, and happy Halloween season.
Yes, happy Halloween season. First question for you, what are the most popular treats that we're going to see in this Halloween season?
It's a really important question because 94% of Americans say that they plan to share chocolate and candy with friends and family this time of year, so you should know what the best things to bring are. Coming in at number one is probably not a surprise to anyone. It's chocolate.
Yeah.
People love it year-round, and it's perfect for October and the Halloween season. Next up is gummy candy. So when you think about innovation and all of the innovation that the confectionery industry is known for, you see a lot of that in gummy treats, whether that's new and innovative flavors or even some spooky shapes for the season. And then in third is the admittedly controversial one, that is candy corn. And no matter how you feel about it, you have to admit candy corn is an iconic part of the Halloween season.
All right, well then I'll just jump right in there. What is the proper way? What's the right way to eat candy corn?
It's a good question. It's a big debate among people right now, and the country's kind of split. 28% of people start with that smaller white end and work their way up in layers. 15% of people start with that wider yellow end and work their way towards the white in layers. But almost 60% of Americans, they just go for it and they eat the entire piece at once.
I think that's where I would fall. Yeah, that's what I was thinking there. It's hard to imagine chocolate ever not being number one. Has it ever not been number one? And how are Americans supposed to think about treats during this season?
You know, that's a great question. I'll have to do some research on if it's ever not been number one, but it does hold the largest market share every season, so I wouldn't be surprised if it always stays on top. But people really do love that non-chocolate candy too, so we'd have to look back historically to see. But in terms of how Americans think about chocolate and candy during this time of year, it is something that it can enhance occasions, holidays, seasons like the Halloween season. And Americans do understand that chocolate and candy are different from other foods. They're treats to be enjoyed occasionally, not center of the plate foods or meal replacements. And to that end, people in the US enjoy chocolate and candy about 2 to 3 times per week, averaging just 40 calories and 1 teaspoon of added sugar per day. And that does include these big special moments like the Halloween season.
What's the impact of your industry on the economy?
Big impact for those really little treats. We, in the U.S., employ almost 58,000 people in confectionery manufacturing jobs, with an additional nearly 700,000 jobs in other industries impacted by the confectionery industry. And we have more than 1,600 confectionery manufacturing facilities across all 50 states. So no matter where you're based, where you're visiting, chocolate and candy are being made somewhere nearby.
All right, finally, what's your favorite candy?
It's a great question. I am going to go with the controversial one for the Halloween season. I love candy corn this time of year.
All right, candy corn for the score. All right, excellent. All right, Carly, thank you so much for being with us here this morning, and have a great October and happy Halloween.
Thank you so much for having me. Happy Halloween season.
All right, thank you. Yes, one of my favorite times of the year, no doubt about it. And that brings us to this right here. Oh, so exciting. We've been showing this all morning long as we kick off the month of October. We want to show it to you again, this incredible Halloween display in Olmsted Falls. It is the Perkins family home on Old River Road. Owner Alan created a 13.5-foot Lego skeleton. The family is part of the Skeletons for St. Jude, where they raise money for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. Oh my goodness, love it. Brissa, so awesome. I've taken my kids there every year.
Really?
They do it up every year.
That's amazing. I wonder how long it takes them to set it all up too.
Yeah, a long time.
And I also think about, where do they store it all during the off season, you know?
Hey, what's your favorite candy?
My favorite candy? Ooh, probably Reese's.
Yeah, gotta love the
Chocolate
Reese's.
peanut butter. You can't beat it.
Yep.